Smart people procrastinate more, not less, more. And if you've ever sat down to do something important and suddenly found yourself reorganizing your desk, watching one more video, or doing literally anything else, this video is going to explain exactly why that happens, and more importantly, how to stop it for good. Here's the thing. Most people think procrastination is a laziness problem, so they try to fix it with motivation. They make vision boards, they write goals, they hype themselves up, and then 2 hours later, they're still not working. Sound familiar? That's because procrastination has nothing to do with laziness. In fact, the laziest people you know probably don't procrastinate at all. They just don't care enough to stress about it. The ones who procrastinate the most? High achievers, deep thinkers, people who actually care about doing things well. And that right there is the clue. Let's talk about why. The real reason smart people get stuck in your brain when you procrastinate. Your brain isn't avoiding the task, it's avoiding the feeling attached to the task. Fear of failing, fear of it not being good enough, fear that if you try your best and it still doesn't work, what does that say about you? So instead of risking that feeling, your brain does something clever. It delays. It says, let's wait until conditions are perfect, until I feel ready, until I have more time, until I'm in the right headspace. But here's the brutal truth. Perfect conditions never come. And the smarter you are, the better your brain is at inventing reasons to wait. Psychologists actually have a name for this. It's called self-handicapping. Your brain would rather protect your ego than let you succeed. Because if you never fully try, you never fully fail. And that feels safe. But safe is exactly what keeps smart people stuck. Mistake 1. Waiting to feel motivated. Most people think motivation comes first, then action. So they wait. They wait to feel inspired. They wait for the right mood. They wait until they really feel like doing it. But here's the truth. That's completely backwards. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. Think about the last time you started something you were dreading. Once you actually began, even just for 5 minutes, it got easier. That's not a coincidence. That's your brain's reward system kicking in. It's called the progress principle. Your brain releases dopamine when it sees forward movement, even tiny movement, but it can't release anything if you never start. Mistake 2. Treating every task like it needs to be perfect. Smart people set high standards. That's usually a strength. But when it comes to starting, it becomes a trap. You don't write the essay because it needs to be perfect. You don't send the email because the wording isn't quite right yet. You don't start the project because you haven't planned every detail. This is called perfectionism paralysis, and it's one of the biggest reasons intelligent people underperform. Here's the reframe. Done beats perfect every single time. A finished average thing will always create more results than an unfinished perfect one. Always. Mistake 3. Using willpower as the strategy. Every morning you tell yourself, today is the day. Today I will sit down, focus, and power through it. And maybe you do, for a while. But willpower is a limited resource. It drains. By the afternoon, the same brain that was disciplined in the morning is now negotiating with you. Just one more episode. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a break. Relying on willpower to beat procrastination is like trying to win a marathon on one breath of air. It doesn't work long term. You don't need more willpower. You need a smarter system. Here's the fix. 3 steps that actually work. Step 1. Shrink the start. The 2-minute rule. Instead of telling your brain, I have to write this entire essay, tell it, I'm just going to open the document and write 1 sentence. That's it. 1 sentence. Your brain stops resisting because the task no longer feels threatening. And once you start, you'll keep going. Because starting is always the hardest part. The rest follows on its own. Step 2. Environment design. Willpower fights your environment and loses every time. So stop fighting. Design your space so the right behavior is the easiest behavior. Phone in another room, one tab open, desk clear, water bottle next to you. You're not relying on discipline. You're removing the need for it. Top performers don't have more self-control than you. They just have fewer temptations in front of them. Step 3. Identity shift. This one is the most powerful and the most overlooked. Most people say, I need to be more productive. But what you should say is, I am someone who starts things. I am someone who gets things done. Because your brain is always trying to act in line with who it believes you are. Every time you shrink the start and follow through, even on something tiny, you cast a vote for that identity. And over time, those votes add up. You stop being someone who procrastinates and start being someone who acts. Not because you forced it, because that's just who you are now. The hard truth. Here's what nobody tells you. Procrastination will never fully disappear. Even the most productive people on the planet still feel the pull to delay. The difference is they don't wait for the feeling to pass. They act anyway. They've trained themselves to recognize the resistance and move through it instead of around it. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to start. Because clarity doesn't come before action. It comes from action. So here's your challenge. Right now, not after this video, right now. Think of the one thing you've been putting off the longest. Don't plan it, don't outline it, don't set a timer. Just open it. Just begin. That's it. That's the whole trick. Smart people overcomplicate everything, including starting. Keep it simple. Shrink the start. Fix the environment. Vote for the identity. And go. If this hit different, hit like and subscribe. Because next time, we're going deeper into how your brain actually builds habits that stick without relying on motivation at all. See you there.